Hey folks, this is Sue Bell from ThemeZoom.com, and I just wanted to finish up this particular series, this set of ideas that I wanted to get across for the small business phase of Kraken, how to use Kraken. And what I wanted to discuss here was the idea that since you are a small business, since you are going after you're going to want to go after some of the educational keywords as well as some of the direct marketing keywords. In order to export your keywords to bring them into DWS, you're going to want to make sure that you hit the Show All button, Show All Keywords button, so that you've got the huge long list that includes everything. And then you come down to the Export function and you hit the export screen, and then that's going to bring you all of the keywords and all the information. When you pull it into DWS, you're going to set up your cluster. You make a cluster in DWS and you make a project in DWS and you set up your business rules, and then that's going to tell you which of these keywords fit your business rules. Now, the interesting thing in DWS is that it's going to start you off with the most profitable keywords in terms of ROI up at the top. But what I want to point out is that you've actually got a mix of keywords that you're bringing in, and it's not fair to evaluate all of those keywords the same way. So in other words, what you're doing when you set up those business rules, you say, I'm anticipating an average of, let's say, 2% conversion on my website. And as you look at these keyword terms, let's just come up here and sort by cost per click for a moment. As you look at these keyword terms, not all of those keyword terms are going to convert at the same rate. And you can get an idea of what those conversion rates are going to look like based off of cost per click, because, and this is just, you know, a yardstick to use. It's not a finely how do I say that? Like it's not an exact science, okay? But typically speaking, the keywords that have got the higher cost per click are those keywords that have more of a buyer's intent. And as you come down here to the bottom, the keywords that are down here at 37 cents, well, that's not fair because that's, you know, a local thing. You got Massachusetts, New Jersey. Here we go. First time home buyers seminar. Home Start, Home Choice. I think those are programs, Home Start and Home Choice. Florida, IRS first time home buyer. Tax credit for first-time home buyers. Now you've bounced up over $1 right there, and I would say anything over $1 starts to show. I mean, it depends on how rich the market is as to where you would cut that off and say anything over this particular point starts to show a significant buyer's intent. But you know, a keyword like home ownership, that's not going to have a lot of buyer intent in my market. It might in a different market, but not in mine. First time home buyer's guide, now that's got a significant amount of buyer's intent in my market, because if somebody's looking for a buyer's guide, they probably want some education because they're getting ready to buy something. So all I'm trying to say is when you import those keywords into DWS, take a look at those flags, take a look at those keywords that float to the top with a grain of salt, and also make sure that you reach down a little bit further to those keywords that aren't quite as lucrative, so that you pull up terms like this, first time home buyer's guide, so that you pull up some of these more educational terms and you don't just have these cream of the crop terms that are more competitive and not so educational. Because remember, if you're going to actually dominate your market or your niche, you want to have a full spectrum of educational terms, technical terms, and buyer intent keywords. Okay, this is Sue from ThemeZoom. This is the end of this particular set of videos for the small business module. If you haven't gotten on the inside of the members area for Network Empire, you might want to think about it. Come to networkempire.com because we're having a lot of fun on the inside.